wanted to understand the difference between influencers, content creators, and UGC creators. I've done a lot of research and sort of sorted it out for myself, so I thought I would share in case anybody else is as confused as I am. And I'm gonna give an example here in a second about like, this is what I would say if I was an influencer, and this is what I would say if I were doing it as a UGC creator. Myself personally, I am an influencer on YouTube on my other channel, and I'm an Amazon influencer, and I'm just now getting into UGC creation. Content creator for me is the overarching term of, just like you can say, oh, they're all athletes, and then you can have football players and basketball and baseball. They're still all athletes, but they fall into different niches. All of these people are all content creators, okay? They all create content with the intent of it being shared online, in campaigns, on television, whatever. We're gonna start with influencers, the one that I know the most about. Today's guest star product for these examples will be this Glow Your Own Way Next Level, which I just bought and am currently testing. I'm doing a review on this, right? I'm testing this against this, my other channel. I will share that to the people that follow my content who trust my product reviews, right? I'm sharing, my audience is my community, right? People who follow me because for 10 years I've tested products. This is not just for me as an influencer, this is all influencers. Loyal fans or followers, they trust our recommendations of products. We have a close relationship with our audience. It's not transactional where they only watch one of our videos and we never see them again. Usually our followers are engaging with our content on a regular basis because they feel personally connected to it. It's more personal in nature because I'm speaking to a specific audience. Niche-based, for me, honest product reviews. Influencers are called that because they have influence. So if somebody's considering self-tanner and they've followed my channel for many, many years, and then they see that I do a review on it, they're going to be influenced potentially to go, okay, I trust Raphaela. She influenced me to purchase this product. Like I gave it my rubber stamp and said, yeah, this is worth your money, which I don't know yet. So that's an influencer. Influencers are content creators. Me, a true and through content creator. Just a content creator. That would be people who are videographers and photographers. People who may take this and put it on some beautiful background or, you know, literally do up and down like half and half of one person's body and show a really dramatic result, right? That could be used in a print campaign, maybe in a magazine, on Instagram, or create a video like that. And almost always those things are shared with the brand's audience, right? Let's say I'm a professional photographer, right? I'm going to shoot this product and I'm going to give those creative assets over to BTAN in this example, and then they would use it for maybe print campaigns, television ads. It wouldn't be being posted on my social media. I might use some of it like as an example, but the example I posted would be to highlight the quality of my work, not to drive sales and conversions for the product. When people hire content creators, specifically content creators who may or may not have any kind of social media following, they're hiring them for their creativity. They're saying, you are obviously a very skilled videographer, photographer. You can do things with this product that the average bear cannot do. They're going to them for production value, right? Take this and make it look next level. Their creative artistry, their ability to see concepts that maybe an influencer or UGC creator just wouldn't see and couldn't produce it even if they could see it. Highly polished, edited, super professional, stylish. A really important distinction is kind of content is meant to be aspirational. See this beautiful, you know, woman who's got a great tan laying on a beach and this is in her bag beside her, right? Well, now not only do I want her tan, I want to be her, right? And so when I say aspirational, I mean, it's meant to create a whole story about the product, not really just talk about the product. Hopefully that makes sense. And then the last one, which is the one that I'm personally moving into, that's UGC, otherwise known as user-generated content. This is where it gets a little tricky for me and probably for you if you're just getting into this space. Multiple YouTube channels, etc. But the one that I'm considered an influencer on, I don't post UGC content. So UGC creators, it seems like now almost always have TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, at least those things, right? So that they can highlight that they are a UGC creator, examples of their work, maybe UGC tips and tricks, etc., etc. I have that on this channel and all my social medias associated with it. UGC with Raphaela on every platform. That's the kind of content you'll find for me. But the purpose of me putting it there is not to drive conversion of this product. It would be, hey, brand, I'm a UGC creator. This is the kind of content you could expect out of me. That content would go there, but the purpose would be that it would be like a portfolio of what I could do for a brand, not hey, people buy this product. I mean, that may happen, but that wouldn't be the purpose. So UGC creators, I would say 90-10, 90% of the time, the content that a UGC creator develops, they're gonna hand it off to the brand. And then the brand is going to run it on their social media channels, put it on their website. There are new things like Spark ads and whitelisting where post it to your page and then a brand will be promoting it, right? Like paying to boost it so that it gets more traffic. But this kind of content, specifically UGC type of content, brands are going to the UGC creators because this kind of content, and I'm gonna circle back to this word in a second, it needs to feel organic, right? Like I just picked up a camera and said, oh my, like I'm talking to my girlfriend. Girl, you will not believe this sunless tanner like knocked my socks off. I have never tried anything this amazing ever. Very organic sounding. It has to be raw, right? It can't look like super edited and polished because most people, unless they're professional influencers or content creators, if they're just sharing something online, it's not polished, right? There's not like a high level of edits. It doesn't look highly professional. It just looks like this person sharing this product with the world. And so for that reason, because it feels so raw and relatable, converts very, very well, which is why brands love UGC creators. So UGC content, right, would be organic, trending, raw, relatable, not polished, would feel very authentic. Hopefully, if you're a ethical UGC creator, it would be authentic. It's not gonna look professional and it is not gonna look highly edited. It's just not, because if it does, it's not going to perform well. The reason that these brands are coming to these people is they want whatever's current, whatever's happening, let's say on TikTok or YouTube Shorts, whatever trends or sounds or whatever happens to be converting at that moment. The expectation is that a UGC creator will be able to harness the power of current trends, whatever's viral, right, at that moment, and then also deliver this payload right here. Make it look all of these things. So it is a tall order and it is something it's a little hard to wrap your head around the differences. So I'm gonna hold it up here. Y'all take a screenshot, okay? Hopefully y'all can see that. I'm gonna just put it down here and y'all can just take a screenshot of this, okay? Oh, and by the way, I had my daughter rewrite it because y'all, I wrote it and no. Thank you, Ava. This is the difference for me. And I mean, I'm happy to hear if anybody thinks like, oh no, you missed the mark. Someone who's been working on this side of it for a very long time and moving over here, this is the best that I can ascertain. And this whole channel is about me sharing with you guys like, hey, this is sort of like what I think is happening here. And I'm kind of fumbling my way through it and I'm sharing that. So this is for me today, November 26, 2024. This is how I feel about it. Okay, so now the example that I promised. This poor little B10 bottle is like, am I getting paid for this performance? I do it as a influencer, a content creator, and then a UGC creator. An example, okay? Influencer. Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, you know we're gonna be trying this. You guys know how I feel about sunless tanners. You've been here for a minute, you know I have reviewed so many, and you will also know that I love B-Tan's original formula. So when this came out, I thought we gotta give this a try because my girls wanna know, does it work? Today's video, we're gonna test it out and we're gonna see. Not only is it darker than this, but what do I think? Like, should you waste your money? Cut, print, check the gate, okay? That would be the intro. And also, time is also an important component. An influencer's videos, especially if they're doing like a brand video on YouTube, it's gonna be a much longer thing. UGC videos are short, whereas sponsored content, influencer content is usually much longer. We're gonna have to pretend here, okay guys? Because I'm not a professional photographer or videographer, but just to make a point, I'm trying to make it pretty, okay? So you might do something like this, where pretend that this was bigger and, you know, maybe have a pool of it sitting here and here, maybe with a picture of the kind of content I talked about before, the beautiful woman, you know, laying beachside with this spilling out of her bag. That would be a content creator, and turn that into a video, okay? But maybe nothing else said. Because a picture, you have to learn how to speak without saying a word. That's the picture, okay? And then the video, same thing, might tell a story throughout, okay? But again, I'd be handing it over to the brand. It wouldn't be going on my social medias. Now, UGC creator. And this is where it gets a little tricky, right? Because UGC creators could say the same thing that an influencer might say. For example, I would be in my bathroom and be holding this up while I'm super, super tan. Okay, taking advantage of something that's current, right? Okay, so in a few days, it's gonna be Thanksgiving, okay? And headed out the door, to go to Thanksgiving dinner and see my sister who, you know, I'm just making up an example, who I always want to look better than, right? Like that's the haha, the storyline. So this is the UGC example. Guys, are you tired of your sister always looking better than you at dinner? Don't get this, slap this on before you walk out the door, and you will be a straight 10 while she is maybe a 7, because B-tan makes you look amazing. This stuff is envy inducing. Thank me later. Okay guys, that was a completely cheeky, cringeworthy, whatever example, but you understand the difference, right? Whereas I would never say that to my audience. Like, that is not how I would present that to my audience, because they would be like, what is she talking about? Maybe they really enjoy it, I don't know. So that's where it becomes a little confusing, right? Because I could say to my audience as an influencer, on like a YouTube short or a TikTok, right? Oh, if you've been packing on the pounds and you have to go home to see your family and you're trying to look a little more snatched or whatever, y'all get this? Because every time I put this on, I feel like I look 5 or 10 pounds thinner. That's like girl code secret between me and you. Grab it. If you don't have time to go to the gym or starve yourself, get this for yourself. Tested it for you so you don't have to. Amazing, guys. So you see how those two kinds of content, they sound kind of similar, but the one that I created for UGC would be going to the brand. It wouldn't be getting posted on my personal social media channels. Whereas this one over here, if I created that I would be posting to my personal social media channels. Hopefully that was not totally confusing. Things that I really want to focus on this channel is sharing these kinds of things, because I know most people coming into UGC, they probably don't have any experience in any of these industries, right? They're not content creators, they're not influencers, and they're just trying to like figure out how to get into UGC. I want you to get into UGC, but I also want you to understand that there are all these other options open to you as you grow. So I'm definitely gonna share them with you because of course I have a decade of experience over here. Hope you guys found that helpful. If you enjoy videos about UGC tips and gear, don't forget to subscribe, share with a friend, leave me a comment down below, any questions that you have, and I will see you dreamers in the next one. Bye-bye.